Julius claims that he saw Frank turn Brenda's body to mush and arrests him. Julius wants Sammy to report on Brenda's death, but Sammy is in two minds, as he doesn't believe that Frank would ever do that. Julius doesn't take it well. He reminds him of the things he did for him, like giving him a platform, the fame and the fortune, and threatens to undo it. He even introduces him to Duncan, his replacement, with a buttery voice if he doesn't do as he says. Sammy decides not to report the story and watches as Duncan Donut does. The report shows Frank being humiliated by Brenda in front of the entire town. He's also shown being arrested for her murder. Julius laments the fact that foods shouldn't kill other foods. He asks for Frank to be killed publicly. The foods are shocked to hear that and watch the judge reading the verdict and announcing that Frank is guilty. Sammy and Barry visit Frank in jail. Sammy realizes that he turned on his friends, but he's open to change and assures Frank that there is still hope. They promise to bust him out, but Frank lost all hope and pleads with them to leave. Barry needs a perfect decoy sausage. They run into Wiener, who tells them that he's been chronicling Brenda's every move. Then he noticed evidence of a struggle, so he scaled the building, and he managed to catch the whole fight between her and Julius. But the real perpetrator of the heinous act was Jerry, turning on the tap and then going into Julius. Sammy and Barry take the phone as it could exonerate Frank. They need to show the footage to everyone, so they decide to broadcast it from the electronics store, but the place has a security detail in bulk. Barry realizes that their only entry point is an air vent, but they need to find a way they could propel themselves into the slot. They go see Jack and tell him that Frank is in trouble and Julius is gonna kill him, so they need his giant body and ultra frisbee skills to save him. He accepts and the trio gets to the store. Jack manages to propel them through the slot. Barry and Sammy broadcast the footage to everyone, just as Frank is being lowered onto a barbecue. Everyone is shocked to see the video, and they work together to tip the barbecue over and save Frank. Barry chases after Julius with Jack's help. He gets Jerry out of him. He's about to snap her neck for what she did to Brenda, but Frank chooses to forgive her, because Brenda saw the best in all of them. So he pleads with his friends to forgive each other to make their town a better and more loving place. Brenda thanks Frank for forgiving her and realizes that she can get a second chance in life, but then the scarecrow grabs her and flies away. Everyone wonders who the leader is. Frank promises to get them through the transition the way Brenda wanted them to, not driven by greed or property or wealth. He urges everyone to throw down their teeth, but the Foods announce that they didn't vote for Frank and refuse to listen to him. They do another leader competition and wonder who owns the toy store. Then chaos erupts as the stronger Foods start claiming things for themselves. Barry and Sammy see as Frank walks away. Later, Frank returns with Jack covered in armor. Frank tells the Foods that they founded Foodtopia because they believe food should do whatever they wanted, but they were wrong. He tells them that they cannot be trusted to make their own decisions. The only way to ever have a fair society is for him to be in charge, otherwise Brenda will have died for nothing. The Foods gasp in shock, and one of them wonders if Jack is the human that Frank had intercourse with. Frank claims he didn't, and the season ends with a drone flying over them.